Hey guys, welcome back to another Texas Haul Outdoors video. Today we got a special project here. As you can see, I got the gator and I'm on this little trail that we like to ride on a little bit. I got a trail cam set up on this trail, and back here at the end of this trail right there is a cornfield. I don't know if you guys can see that very well from here, but there's a cornfield back there, and I don't ever really hunt there. I think my brother tried to hunt there last archery season, didn't have any luck. But the reason I don't hunt there is because, one, in rifle season, it's surrounded by 3 houses and the road on every single side of the field. So can't, do that in rifle season. It's just not safe. And in archery, they tend to, there's only a couple trees on the edge of the field that you can hang a stand on, and they just tend not to walk by those stands for some reason, where those trees are. They usually use the corners, and they'll use this path and the corners to get in and out, and they never really walk the edge. So what I'm trying to do here is they usually use this trail, and they'll head down into the woods, and then they'll head up into another field we have on the opposite side of my house. My house is only about 300 yards from where I'm at right now, back into the woods. And that's where we like to rifle hunt, is that other field over there on the opposite side of my house. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to make a little micro food plot where the deer who are traveling through this road can have almost like a little pit stop. I cut a game trail into it. There's another trail on the other side of this little wooded area here. I'll try to show you an aerial map with HuntWise. And I'm also going to cut a trail into there. So there's going to be 2 game trails heading into this little micro food plot where I'll be hanging a stand for archery season. So right now I'm just going to rake up the trail into there, and then we're going to try to get all the big sticks and stuff out, and then brush hog the area that we're going to make the food plot at, and then rake it up real good. The trail doesn't need to be raked up as nice, but the food plot I want to rake up real good. And then we're going to get some dirt samples and get that tested, and then we'll be able to start fertilizing, and then we'll be able to know what seed we're going to plant. And there's lots of good trees in here where I can hang a stand. There's plenty of options. So hopefully Cody will be here sometime to help me with this project, and it's looking good. So first off, I'm going to get in here and start raking up this game trail. All right guys, so we just got the trail raked up here a little bit. As you can see, there's still a lot of green there. It's just all raked up, matted down. I was driving the gator on it a little bit. I'm just trying to, make it a game trail to get in here. So this is all the trail. And then up here, where it starts to get a lot nicer, is where we're going to plant the food plot. So, it's not done yet. This is just the first little area here that we got. And then I'm gonna brush hog all this, make sure there's no sticks in there. And we're basically just gonna be making a big circle around this tree. So, yep, there's a lot of stuff we raked up through here, and it's looking good. So we're gonna brush hog this, and then finish making the shape of our food plot here, and then we're gonna make in a trail from that trail over there. I don't know if you can tell where it's at. It's right there on the other side of that green stuff. So we're gonna get back to work here, show you a little time lapse, and get this food plot done today. All right guys, so I just raked this all up very lightly. All I was doing was just trying to get all the big sticks out of here that will kind of hurt the brush hog. You can kind of see how big this little food plot is going to be now. And I'm going to give you guys a little time lapse of me going through here and cutting it all with the brush hog. All right guys, as you can see, just went through here with the brush hog, looking pretty nice. I might actually round this off a little bit here take a little more out right through here, move some of this stuff back. But now all I gotta do is rake it up real nice, and then we'll get the soil tested. So it's looking pretty good here. And then actually, once I finish this, then I gotta go do a game trail in from that trail. So it's looking real nice. Gonna make it slightly bigger, but I mean, this is working perfect so far for me. All right, guys, now we just brush hogged this and we raked it up now. It's looking pretty good. I think we're gonna get the rototiller today and get this all tore up a little bit. Then we'll get our soil samples. And we also need to cut this path like I was talking about. You can already see how they use this little game trail right through here. So we're just gonna go over that and connect it to that trail. And this is coming along great. I'm trying to decide whether I want to hang a stand on this tree right here, or if I'll go back a little farther, about 20 yards away, and hang it in that tree. I'm sure Cody will help me out with that a little bit, decide where I actually want to put a stand. But there's a lot of options here, and it's honestly looking really good. We used the leaf blower a little bit to get some of the junk off to begin with, and then I went over it and raked this all up. So it's looking really good, and we're gonna get in here and tear us all apart with the rototiller and make that last trail, and then that's gonna be all we're gonna do for today. So looking good so far. The hard work's starting to pay off, and hopefully this will produce a deer for us later this year. All right, guys, so we just got this game trail done. It's a lot smaller than the other one, but it's big enough so they can come in from this trail over here. I'll walk the whole way up and show you here. Here's this trail. As you can see, that also leads to the cornfield over there. And as you can see, there's my house the whole way over there. But this trail comes in here, just like the other one, and leads right into our little micro food plot. So we're getting ready to rototill the little food plot area just to get stirred up a lot. And then that's pretty much gonna be it for today. We're gonna soon get some soil tests when that comes in the mail. So Jarrett's gonna rototill this all up, and then we're gonna be finished for today. All right, guys, just went through all this with the rototiller, and it's all roughed up, as you can see. And it hasn't rained here for a while. It's been a very dry summer so far here in Pennsylvania. So this dirt is kind of dry, but I'm liking how it's not too rocky. A lot of these clumps you're seeing are just like that, like it's just dirt clumped together. There is some rocks in here, so I'm gonna go through here and pick out some rocks. The only other thing I can see is there is some bigger roots and stuff, but I'm liking what I see so far, and hopefully the soil test will come back with something to easily fertilize this soil. So it's looking good so far, and I'm pretty happy with it. So that's all we're going to be doing for today. I'm going to get all this stuff packed up on the gator, and actually we'll pick out a couple rocks and stuff, but that's going to be it really. So another good day of progress here, and hopefully the soil testing kit will come soon so I can send that in and get the email back for what I need to do. But it's looking really good, and hopefully Cody can get off work one of these days and we'll figure out where the stand's going to be and really get this all set up. So pretty happy with it so far. right, guys, it's a hot summer afternoon here. We're here at the food plot project. Soil test came back. The soil is, not surprisingly, it's pretty bad, low pH and stuff. So we got some lime over here, some Solu-Cal Plus enhanced lime, and then we also got some fertilizer here. We got 15, 11, 17 fertilizer. So we're gonna rototill this up, then we're gonna put out the fertilizer, and then we're gonna rake in the fertilizer, and then we're gonna spread the lime, and then we're gonna wait a few days here until it's gonna rain, and then we'll plant some seeds. So this is the first time Cody's been with me to help me out with this project. So pretty excited to get this fertilizer on here, and then all we'll need to do is plant the seed then. So we're gonna get to work, start rototilling the food plot up a little bit again. All right, guys, just rototilled this up again. Just getting it even looser. And now we're gonna spread the fertilizer. Then we're gonna rake the fertilizer in. And then we're gonna spread the lime as well. So the soil should be pretty fertile then when we are putting in the seed here shortly. All right, guys, spread the fertilizer on here. Now we're gonna get the lime and spread that on here as well. This is a very little spot, so we don't even need a whole bag of both of them, but we're still spreading a good bit on here. So getting ready to spread the lime now, and we'll give you a little time lapse of that as well. All right, guys, we just finished with the lime, and now the soil's all fertile here. So we're gonna give it a few days, let it get in this soil a little bit. Then we're gonna wait till it's about to rain sometime. I might even let it rain on this once, then wait till it's gonna rain again, then plant the seed, just so everything's real beat down into this soil. So it's looking pretty good, pretty happy with it. And soon here we're gonna actually cut down this tree right here. It's already dead, and we're gonna put a stand right there. That stands a little under 20 yards from this food plot. So pretty happy with it. Thanks for helping me out, Cody. And we got only one more part to this food plot episode. Hey guys, today's the last day of this food plot episode, and fertilizer's been on here for a couple days now, and we are expecting a rain this afternoon here in about an hour or 2 hours. It looks pretty nice right now, but it is supposed to thunderstorm here shortly. So I'm gonna get this seed down, and then we're gonna rake it in the best we can, and hopefully here in the next few weeks we'll get some germination. I'm actually gonna, after I plant this seed, that's gonna be the end of this episode, and then here in a few weeks I'll give you guys an update on the food plot. So about to get the seed down, rake it in, and wait for the rain. So enjoy this little time lapse of me putting in the seed. All right, guys, I just planted the food plot, but I forgot to tell you what I was planting. I'm planting this Deadly Dozen food plot seed here because this area is obviously wooded and it doesn't get a lot of sunlight. It gets little splotches of sunlight and stuff. So I don't really know what's going to do good back there. So I got this because there's 12 different types of seed in there. So something should do well in that shaded area. So that's what I went with, this Deadly Dozen stuff here. And that's what I'm planning. I'm not even sure what all is in there. I'm sure it's got, you know, mixture of pretty much everything. But yeah, I got that since it doesn't get much sunlight and almost can't go wrong. Well, guys, got plenty of seed in here now. They always recommend to always put a little bit more seed than what's recommended for your area. This is a very small area, so I didn't even need to use that whole bag I had there of seed, even though that was a pretty small bag. But as you can see, the ground's pretty covered in seed. So now all I'm gonna do is just rake this in to the soil a little bit, and then hopefully the rain will also help beat this seed into the ground for me. So enjoy me raking the seed in here on this little time lapse. All right, guys, the seeds are all raked in, and that's going to conclude this episode. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you guys learned something from this. I know this is actually my first time ever doing a food plot by myself. I did have a little help from my buddy Cody and Jarrett, but hopefully this plot does well and you guys can learn something from it. I really suggest making sure you fertilize and everything, because from what I've researched, if you don't, it's not going to pan out for you. So hopefully this does well. Like I said, in a couple weeks here, I'll come back to you guys with an update. So we got to turn on this trail cam here that we reviewed in the last episode. So go check that out. And we'll see if any deer will be hitting this food plot here in the next few weeks as it starts to grow. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time on Texas Hall Outdoors.